Subtitle, or How I Did and Did Not Meet Schmodinger's Sparrow. End number x200b, asterisk it was a birthday party. And it was for asterisk me, that means pretties, and I get to eat cake, and, end number x200b, let me back up. I've spent the last week getting over a head cold. I've had all the typical symptoms you'd expect: congestion, inability to regulate my body temperature, body aches, and an unlimited supply of mucus. I was generally unaware the body could generate mucus at quite such a prodigious rate. I would have guessed half a cup, 100 ml, a day would be a lot, but I've been managing liters, go r/hydro homies. I'm doing better today, but when this event happened, yesterday, I had been imitating a geyser for days. End number x200b, the sneezing was bad, as it was making me regularly see stars and made my head ache worse. The coughing was no fun, making my throat feel irritatingly parched, and each lung spasm was followed by the pseudo-echo of my spouse yelling a forbidding no death at me from across the apartment. The worst symptom, however, was the post-nasal drip. End number x200b, it wasn't too bad when I was awake. The creeping feeling of something unpleasant slipping down the back of my throat was tedious and teased my dried throat with some moisture before each drop tried to choke me, leading directly to my next refrain of hack, hack, hack a lung, listen to me cough. The real stinker was as I was about to fall asleep, my mind quietly drifting off into the darkness, with Bob Ross's dulcet baritone washing over me, when suddenly, poison dripped down from said snake while sign had fucked off somewhere, and oh my cripes the burning, and I'm awake again. The drip settles off the back of my throat, the pain vanishing as I cough again. Back to my happy little TRE. Fucking hell sign. End number x200b, which is to say, I hadn't slept much. End number x200b, eventually, I'd gotten sign to stop wandering off and / or convinced my subconscious that the post-nasal drip wasn't an acid trying to remove my tonsils, and had gotten to sleep. In fact, I was in the midst of a dream. End number x200b, asterisk we had just gotten home in time for the Halloween party. Except, as I was boosted into the high chair, I realized it wasn't a Halloween party, but an early surprise party. I was turning 1. Well, this had to be an implanted memory, as there is no effing way I had this much sense of self at age 1, but let it play out. There's a big white and blue number 1 candle on a cake bigger than me. And a kazoo. And a stupid hat. It was a birthday party. And it was for asterisk me, that means pretties, and I get to eat cake, and, number thwack, I am Gunter. My dream fucking exploded. I am Gunter, destroyer of worlds, number thwack what the righteous, holy fuck. I was sitting bolt upright in bed, my pulse rate just shy of 300 beats per minute, and out of breath. I had no idea who I was or what was happening, but the adrenaline coursing through my system meant I next found myself huddling by my bedroom door before I was aware of anything. End number x200b, light was peeking into the room around my blackout curtains, and the curtain was stretched further into the room from normal. / a brief aside. I'm currently in Norway. Norway differs from my previous life experiences in many ways, but let me briefly talk about the windows here. Norway does not have that many annoying / biting insects around, so unlike windows everywhere else I've lived, there are no mesh screens in the windows to prevent such bugs from getting in. This can be problematic. Additionally, the window opens via swinging the bottom out as if the pane was hinged at the top. This leaves a crack around 5 am, 2 inches, at the bottom for air to get in. This is also ideal to let all the street noise and the sound of drunken neighbors reflect directly into the bedroom to maximize sleep disruption. Gods bless the window designers of Norway. End number x200b, regardless, as long as it's warm enough, I like some fresh air, and leave the window cracked. / swish swish thwack that swish I am Gunter, you peasant. Bow before me. End number x200b, something was beating at the curtain, then the window, then the curtain again. Trying to get in. Or, out, I guess. End number x200b, who am I? I am Gene Value, no. What am I doing? Panicking. Am I awake? Yes? No? Which would be better? Number thwack and number x200b, what the fuck is happening? End number x200b, swish, swish I am Gunter. All shall yield to me. And number x200b, at this point, my mental clutch stopped grinding and began to catch. End number x200b, thwack swish that I am Gunter, and number x200b, bird. A bird must be stuck. Fuck. What the hell am I supposed to, number thwack yes, my. Bird. Or is. Bird. Or my. Ver. You know, I don't fucking care. Out. Get out. Number thwack - I am Gunter. End number x200b, fine. Fucking Gunter, get out. I wandered windowward, and tried to figure out how to open the window further by touch, as I didn't really want to face Gunter and used the curtain as a giant dental dam. End number x200b, swish swish I am Gunter, destroyer of, and number x200b, well, that wasn't working. I backed away, and then closed the bedroom door, as I wandered to the next room which has the same type of window. As the banging continued, albeit muted by the closed door, I reviewed how the latch worked. Then I returned to my bedroom. End number x200b, where there now was a light gap between the curtains. Well, fuck. Where's the bird? I closed the door, opened the window, and then vacated the room. I thought I saw the bird in a corner, but I'm not sure. End number x200b, so, there is now the waveform of a bird in my bedroom. As time continues, that waveform is collapsing, but I don't know. I'll never know what happened to Gunter. All I know is that the shadow of Schrodinger's sparrow now lives here too, I guess. Wonder if it all pay rent. / that was yesterday. No bird today, as far as I know. But bird tomorrow. Always bird tomorrow. End number x200b, of course, I remain a dumbass and still have my window cracked for fresh air. What is single instance learning? End number x200b, and number x200b, I leave my screenless window cracked for fresh air. During a period of illness, after finally getting to sleep, a bird decided to scare the living crap out of me.